Welcome to Wandering Minds.
You are?
I am Mikki.
And I am Mike.
And this is Mike and Mik Podtalk. So I wanted to talk to you this morning, Mike, about the lift you just did. And
Yeah. So Austin asked me last week to do some, actually I think it was a kettlebell where he did 110 or 120 pound kettlebell.
The goblet squat.
Goblet squat.
Yeah.
And I think he said he did 25. I was going to do it. And then I'm like, no, I don't want to do it.
He's like a rep chaser.
He is a rep
He
chaser.
frequently does high rep stuff.
Yeah. With a lot of weight too. He's fucking strong.
Super strong, but he does it for fun.
Yeah. So he told me, and I'm like, I'll do it next week. Meaning this week. I came in yesterday and I did chest because he said he wanted to do max reps for bench press at 225 and max reps for squats.
Did he do the bench first?
No, he came in, he had training, but he didn't come in to do it.
Okay.
And I had already blasted my chest and stuff like that. So, I don't know how many I can get, but I did sets of 5 at 225. I did a couple sets of 5 at 225. Then I did, incline, barbell, flies, incline dumbbell. And I was shot. So I wasn't going to do the high reps, but then today, I did squats and I wasn't going to do max reps. That wasn't like in my mind, but then Austin was right there. So I did 325 for 10, which is actually really good for me.
It was a lot.
My legs just fucking, oh my God. Like at rep number 8 or 9, I could have given up at 6, to be honest with you. It was like, I was seeing that like, okay, but then I saw Austin over here and I heard him. I swear to God, he was like, two more yelling in his Austin way. I don't know when he said it, but I just kept hearing two more. So I kept going. Number 9 was fucking hard. That was a super grinder. But I wanted to try to get as close to depth as possible. I don't know what they looked like. I wish I would have recorded it. And then number 10 was just, I could have gone 2 more after 10, but I was probably 1 more actually. You would have had to help me at 11 and 12 if I would have gone for more. So anyway, his max rep, he said he did 13 at 315 before.
Yeah.
So me doing 10 at 325 is relative, I think. So
It's exciting.
my legs are fucking shot though. That instantly, it's like at number 8 and 9, I felt the lactic acids just cramp.
Everything.
Yeah.
Tighten up. I was spotting you, so I couldn't see your depth, but I asked him, and he said that it looked good.
Yeah. It felt good. I mean, they probably weren't all below depth, but they were close.
Yeah.
Which is for reps. It doesn't, for me, it's like, fuck, just get this shit up.
Yeah.
So that was good. Felt good. Then I went to deadlift and couldn't do shit, but
just did some reps. Right?
Yeah, my legs were dead.
Yeah.
But since I'm going out of town, I wanted to get my lifts in before because I may or may not lift while I'm gone. I want to lift, but that's not the priority. It's going to be like a deload for me.
Yeah. You're getting on a plane the day after you kill your legs.
Yeah, fuck, right? And luckily, it's a short flight. It's only like a 3-hour flight, I think, which is a long flight for me. But
that's why I asked how long it was.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was that. We'll see what Austin does with 325. I'm excited to see.
So he hasn't done it yet?
I don't think so. This is what he's done. He did 315. It's either 13 to 16. I don't remember what his number was, but he's done it in the past and he wanted to do it. I don't know if he's going to do it today or not, but 325 for 10 was my number.
Too bad we didn't have it recorded.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were going for 10.
I didn't either until
like a set of 5.
I did. Yeah, that was the plan until I saw Austin out of the corner of my eye and then I was like,
I was ready to help push the bar forward. And he's like, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then when you get that energy, when people eyes are on you, and because I knew people were watching, as soon as I saw Austin over here, there was something over here, somebody over here, I felt eyes on me and I was like, okay, the energy's right. Let's go.
Colby? Is that his name?
Colby? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was watching.
So yeah, that was good. That has nothing to do with like prepping for competition or anything. I'm actually on the fence again with that. Last week I was super jazzed about it.
Yeah.
This week I really don't give a fuck, right? Like it's like, I don't know if I want to compete. If I don't get my numbers, what's the point for me? I just don't. I honestly, I don't like the programming. It's not fun for me. Programming is not fun for me.
Yeah.
And that's nothing against, my coach or anything like that. It's just, I just don't like the structure of programming.
Yeah.
It's just, and of course, my attitude is go big or go home. And it's like, then I'm going to get fucking hurt. So that's why programming is good. But my mentality is I don't want to fucking program.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's like 5 months from now.
No, I know. I got plenty of fucking time.
Well, what I'm saying is like, that's to commit to 5 months of powerlifting programming is a lot.
That is a lot.
That's what I was telling somebody last week. I'm like, I did not enjoy it.
The program.
Yeah, the program. And it's because it's fucking hard.
Yeah.
And it's not anything against the coach. It's just like, this isn't fun to me.
It's dedication.
Yeah.
And commitment. And that's for me, it's like I'm enjoying just fucking lifting and getting strong on my own. Because I can do what the fuck I want. Yeah. I do what the fuck I want. When I'm with Devin, he's my coach. I'm going to do what the fuck he wants me to do.
Yeah, that's the thing is you push through.
Yeah.
Because why else would you have a coach?
Why would you be paying for fucking for coaching and all that stuff?
Yeah.
And I got nothing but love and respect for him as a coach and a trainer and programmer. But for me, I don't enjoy the structure of it. Like you, it's just not fun for me.
Yeah, just the bullshit stuff we have to do.
Well, and that's the technical stuff is like, that's the bullshit stuff. The technical stuff, which is the most important aspect of it.
This isn't fun.
Yeah. But again, like the conversation we had last week, I want to go fucking heavy, but at the same time, going heavy fucking injures me. I get injuries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I still feel my fucking knee every single day of the fucking week. So, like today squatting, I didn't feel it after rep 3. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like I felt every fucking thing else. I didn't feel that, but it's funny because yesterday I fucking killed my chest. And then I got this little like cramp right here.
Really?
Yeah, just like in my, I could feel it.
Armpit?
Like a nerve. I could, like if I push on this little nerve right here, I feel that shit. So that tightened up on me and it's like, this is why you don't want to fucking go heavy all the time. But I want to go fucking heavy all the time.
Yeah.
And I know I shouldn't and I know I can't, but that's why I pay a coach because he's the one that's going to say, no, no.
Yeah.
And again, I've talked about this before where I'm the type of person where my coach tells me, don't, rather than go harder.
Yeah, as I was say, is he definitely has to tell you no.
Yeah.
We're going to tame this.
Tame the little fucking chihuahua beast you have inside your heart. So, but again, I'm on the fence because it's like, and like we talked about last week, the fucking competition in my bracket is hard. And I like that. But at the same time, if I'm not able to actually compete with that, especially on bench, I have no real desire to do it.
Compete with yourself.
I don't care about that. I compete with myself every day of the week. You know what I mean? I'm always competing with myself. But now when you have somebody where it's like, okay, this is my competition, but I'm 30 fucking pounds below that. That's not competition. There's no competition there. Like if they're benching over 300 pounds and I can't even get 260 in competition.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the point?
Have you looked at the records lately?
I haven't.
I'll look them up while we're chatting.
But see, that's my dilemma. And it's not that I don't, because I love fucking competing, but I love competing for a purpose. And if it's just PRs, that's one thing. But when it's against state records, I don't fucking care about the PRs. So I care about the records.
You don't feel like you'd be able to like switch that to
mentality wise?
Yeah.
Maybe when we get closer.
Yeah.
Like if it comes closer, but again, we're 5 months out, right? Is it 5 months? Roughly?
Yeah, about.
Okay, so roughly 5 months out. I think it's too early to say, but at the same time, this is the time if I want to fucking start training for getting that weight. 5 months is short.
No, that's true. It's going to fly by.
It's going to fly by, and I have to be able to put that weight on the bar within that period of time.
Yeah. So that is it raw full, not classic raw, correct? They changed their website.
No, it's full power raw.
They changed their website.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, ugh. Okay.
So masters.
Men 45 to 49.
Yeah.
Craig, that's the guy's name.
Huh? At 181?
Oh, that's the 165.
Yeah, no, we're talking 181.
Because you still have the record for the bench.
Yeah, and that's a fucking embarrassing fucking record.
Sean has it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you know what? Manny, here he is. He did not. Well, that's January of last year. He's still he has the 198 records. You're talking about the 181
181,
records?
Yeah.
Squat bench deads is Sean, 380, 303, and then 479.
Yeah. Which I think deadlifts
Bench
deadlifts and squats I can get for sure. I'm pretty sure I can get those. The bench is the one that I'll need to work on.
303.
Yeah. Competition though.
I think that
competition.
I think that you could get that between now and then, honestly. But
I've been chasing 300 my entire fucking life. That's the pinnacle. That's the thing. Like everybody wants 225. Once they get 225, they want 315. I'm okay with not getting 315. I want 300.
I was chasing 135, and now look where I am.
Exactly. You're repping that shit.
Well, yeah, but
one rep at a time.
I look back at like a year ago, and I did like a set of 5 with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I'm talking about, though. I mean, you can't really look at then.
It's like...
Yeah.
Everything is up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm interested to see where it goes in the next 5 months.
I mean, we'll see. I want to make a decision ASAP, but you know, again, it's like I got to be mentally engaged in competition mode.
Yeah. Well, just on the podcast that just launched yesterday, you said everybody's competing in February.
Exactly. Everybody but maybe me. So
do as I say, not as I do.
Exactly. See, that's the key to life is don't follow my example. Just listen to what the fuck I say.
So you're leaving. You're going to a wedding. I don't have anything. All I've been doing is school shopping.
As in supplies and clothes or what?
Yeah.
When does school start?
Tomorrow for 3 of my kids. And then
Jesus.
Whatever the next day is for my oldest. Clothes shopping specifically. So previously they went to a school that had uniforms.
Okay.
And it was easy.
Yeah.
And now
now you got to get clothes.
Especially like the young sassy one. I got her these boots that she loved and wanted so bad from Old Navy, and I swear her attitude, like...
Really?
I don't know.
So it's like putting on a costume that's like, I'm this person now.
Yeah. Like, why are you acting like you're 17? You're only... She's 6. She'll be 7 next month.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man.
Wow.
Yeah, like...
That's funny.
Like, she was being a turd last night, and I was like, I'm going to take your shoes. Like... It's like that. I was like,
that's her monetary value now, right?
Yeah, I was like, if you do not stop this attitude, I am taking your shoes. And then she was like, oh, I can't lose the shoes.
Yeah.
Because these shoes are maybe somebody different. So that has not been fun to school shop.
Huh. So are they all in the general same area? Or do they all go to the same school?
3 of them go to the same school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's not complicated.
No, what is complicated is the oldest, we don't qualify for the bus, which is like not a huge deal because we live just inside the boundary. The youngest 3 do, but their bus picks them up at 8:10, and the oldest, her school starts at 8:15.
Oh shit!
So I don't know how I'm gonna if I'm just gonna end up taking them all. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's to be determined.
Huh? That's always because buses are always fucking late too.
That's the thing is and she likes being early. The oldest. So I might and I don't mind, just start giving them rides to school every day. But I'm kind of like, the whole idea of them going back to school is good and bad. I would say bad in that my training is going to be going back to 8:30.
Yeah.
And I really prefer going at 6:30 or 7.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, it just puts a huge dent in my day.
Oh, I already know. That's kind of the same with me since I haven't been with Devin. Now he's got other people that have their times and days locked in. It's like when we start training, what fucking, when is my time slot going to be?
Yeah.
Because there's only certain times a day that I'll lift later in the day, but I don't fucking like it.
No,
I don't feel strong.
Yeah.
Especially when it's super hot, but we're going to start shifting season
cold
soon.
in there this morning.
2 doors wide open.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I was thankful I wore leggings this morning and not shorts. I was like, it's too cold.
But yeah, no, I understand that time frame fucking thing. That's gonna.
Yeah, so I haven't figured out the schedule yet of how things are gonna work in that regard. My birthday is coming up, and I think that I want to play kickball.
Kickball, fun.
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't actually really invited.
You got the rule book for that?
Very loose rules.
Okay.
For kickball.
Yeah. I'm just wondering how you're gonna break teams up. I don't want that little sassy kid on my team.
Red Rover.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that shit.
I think kickball will be fun.
Kickball would be fun.
And then maybe like a game night. Bunko, which always seemed like an old person game. And I actually don't know anything about it.
I was just going to say, I've heard about it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, it's a dice game. My girlfriend, Tia, was like, oh, Bunko's fun. I was like, I'll look into it.
Yeah.
I just think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really all that has been going on. Is there anything else going on?
I mean, for me, not really. It's just, no. Obviously, we're in this transition season right now where...
The weather-wise?
Weather-wise, training-wise, it's, everything's kind of shifting gears and seeing how it goes. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm still... I am still not planning on competing. If I do compete, I'm thinking like it'll be like a last minute, like, oh, this will be for fun type of thing. If I do, it's not something that I want to like train for.
Gotcha.
But still like trying to figure out what I want to do with my training and programming, and because I like to have fun. Like, it's not, I can't make myself do something when I'm miserable. Yeah. Not when it's something that's supposed to be a stress relief. Yeah. I do plenty of things in life that are miserable. Training is not something that I want to be miserable. And I think that that's what's so daunting about, for me, the powerlifting programming is like, this is supposed to be like...
your release.
Yeah. And when it's like stressing me out because it's daunting and this sucks.
Well, because you're not hitting numbers, you're not hitting goals.
Yeah. Whatever it is. Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
And that's another thing about the powerlifting training specifically. I'm the same way. It's just not... It's not for everyone because it is so structured and so disciplined, which is great. It really is good. But for me, it's like I like to just do my own shit.
Yeah. Well, everything has to be in line. Your nutrition, your sleep, the rest, all of that.
That's never fucking in line for me.
Yeah.
Nutrition's not horrible, but sleeping is just one of those things. I literally fucking get probably 4, maybe 5 hours of sleep at night, and it's hit and miss because I get up so much to fucking pee throughout the night that it's like every hour and a half on the fucking dot, I'm getting up, and it just drives me absolutely insane. So sleep deprivation is always one of those things for me that just drives me fucking nuts.
Should we ask for a Depends sponsorship?
Depends. Yeah. Well, see, and that's the thing is adult diapers are right there. Yeah. I need to get them and I need to try them.
Depends.
I'm down.
Poise.
Is it poise? Pose? Poise.
I don't know. It's like echelon.
Yeah. Yes.
I've seen the word.
Those fancy words.
But when you see a word and you mispronounce it, that means that you learned it by reading. So when I was younger, I pronounced 2 things wrong and people made fun of me. And I'm like, never heard anybody say this word. I mean, I'm sure there was more than 2 things, but one of them, and maybe I've told you this, was Episcopal. I would pronounce it Episcopal. I didn't know. I learned it by reading.
Episcopal. See, it makes sense. Right? Right? Those fucking Latin words. Fuck them.
I don't remember what the other one was. But they're like Episcopal, and I'm like, yeah. Episcopal? Like, I don't fucking know. Yeah. I've never heard it.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the other one was. But, like, poise.
Poise.
Yeah. Jen has corrected some of my words because she's like, no, that's wrong.
Yeah. Rajnita does that a lot where it's not, I just correct her because I don't want her to say something to like somebody else, like, cause she's, she's in sales and stuff. Yeah. So I'm always trying to, okay, it's this, you say it like this because coming from a Hindi background, Hindi is her original language.
Right.
English is her second language. So it's easy for people as a second language to mess up English words. English is fucking hard.
Incredibly
It's
hard.
one of the hardest languages to learn because we have so many fucking...
Incredibly.
See? Incredibly. And that's where it's like, I fuck up words all the time, but I don't give a shit. Yeah. It's just my fucking cursive talk.
Cursive talk. That's a good way to put it. Just slur it together. Yeah.
I guess.
When I was little, I would, my R's would sound like W's.
Did you have to go to...
speech therapy?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. A lot of people do for that, actually.
Yeah, because I would say wabbit.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm mad, I do it still.
Really?
Yeah. Like when my brain... When my mouth is moving faster than my brain, my R's come out fat. See, here it is.
There it is, right there. Good example.
Come out as W's. Yeah, but I had to. I remember I was in second grade or something, and they used like a popsicle stick, and I had to learn how to put my tongue to the back of my throat, like.
Yeah. So that's because a lot of people actually. My nephew has done it. I know a lot of people that have had to go through that. Because of the R's. Yeah. Mainly. But I still talk like that. It's like I'll be saying shit and it just comes out as a fucking jumble fuck. And it's like, you're supposed to just know what the fuck I say. just know what the fuck I say.
Yeah. Sometimes I do.
Shit.
That's where grace comes in. Like, oh, that's okay. Context. That's what he meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because a lot of what I say, you're supposed to understand the meaning, not the word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because there's layers. There's layers to this shit.
This is getting deep.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. Anyways, what's coming up? We have, what podcast do we have to release right now?
Well, I just released one yesterday. The next one is your brothers.
Yes, that's going to be good.
Yeah.
That's going to be really good. Hopefully a lot of people fucking watch it or listen to it because it's audio only. That is going to be really good because his story, we didn't grow up the same. We chose different paths, but in the sense that his was more real street life. You know, I chose a street mentality life. Hit and miss. He chose the streets. He chose to raise himself or be part of the street culture. So we, when I'm sitting here listening to him talk, and we're going to have another segment coming on soon because he ended at like age 15 and it carries on. But just like Carson yesterday, you look at these people and you're so inspired by where they oftentimes it's where they put themselves, because with these two individuals it's where they put themselves. You know what I mean?
Is that what you mean?
No, you choose this life.
Oh, in the beginning.
You choose this life, right? Like when I was in my days, I didn't have to be a gangster. I chose to be part of that culture. So you can call it a wannabe. I wanted to be a fucking gangster. So I embedded myself in that lifestyle and that mentality. I didn't have to be. I didn't grow up in a ghetto. I didn't grow up in, I did live in like Portland, Columbia Villa, CVC neighborhood, Tacoma, Hilltop. Those are Crip neighborhoods. So I embedded myself in these neighborhoods, but I chose to so like when you listen to Carson and you listen to my brother and their story of street life, ultimately they chose that life. I mean, it's for certain people, it's like, okay, well, this life is what I grew up in. I had no choice, right? And a lot of people don't have a choice, depending on where they're from and what they do. But you do have a choice when you start doing drugs and shit like that. That's your fucking choice.
Yeah.
Regardless of what anybody fucking says. Everybody has that fucking, you chose that. You chose that. But, and I'm not trying to make them sound bad. What I'm trying to say is where they were to where they are now is fucking brilliant. It's amazing to see the transition, the ability to transition lifestyles and just say, I'm done with this shit. And I know that it had a real impact on you.
Absolutely. So
talk about that. I mean, if you want.
The main thing was listening to his story and how similar it was to my brother. Because two of my brothers are addicts. One of them has a year sober and he's 43. He's been in and out of prison all his adult life. My other brother, he was in and out of prison, and he, Jake, who I talk about a lot because he was my best friend, he committed suicide 10 years ago because he had moved in with me in North Carolina and was sober for 13 months, the first time in his life since he was like 8 or 9, he was sober. Yeah. No drugs, no alcohol. He still smoked, but that's like nothing to me. Like, I'll buy your cigarettes if you're not shooting up heroin. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So he finally had that, like, this is what life is like when I'm clean. And then we moved again, and he ran into, like, what are the fucking chances that someone he knew when he was a teenager lived in fucking Tennessee where we were at, and they reconnected. And what, like Carson was talking about yesterday, my brother was the kind that, like alcoholics, some people can just like have a drink. Some people can't have just one drink. Yeah. And this girl, she could do meth once in a while and be functioning. My brother could not, but she didn't recognize that. And so she got my brother back into it. And he recognized like what he had lost by not being clean anymore. And he killed himself. Like, he felt hopeless, right? That hopelessness. But to hear the similarities in the stories, the in and out of prison, the drug use, like that constant of like, I want change, and to see somebody be able to do it and be fucking successful. Yeah. Carson's only been sober 3 years. Yeah. And he owns a business, he owns a house, he has a wife. Yeah. Like, that is amazing. Oh yeah. So amazing. Yeah. So to see that, I think what was like more impactful, it's like, almost like he was my brother. Yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah. Obviously, I mean, it affects you deeply. Oh, yeah, because it's... addiction runs really heavy in my family. Yeah. I've never done hard drugs. I've never even smoked a fucking cigarette. Just because it disgusts me. Right, I know you got cigars. I have smoked cigars. Okay. Not the same. So it gives me hope for my other brother. Yeah. Who has a year sober. But... he lives in like Podunk, Idaho. Like, he has a great support system, but as far as like success, he hasn't been shown the examples through like parents or peers or anything, because unfortunately where he lives, it's just not what people see. It's kind of like the mentality of like where he lives is like, oh, you know, we're all farmers and like this is what we do, and it doesn't mean that he's not driven. Because he works fucking hard. He works like 50 to 60 hours a week. He's a line cook at like a high class restaurant. But like, to see that the potential for him, I'm excited for him to hear Carson's story. Like, look, in 3 years, what this guy has done. And because I see that my brother, who's 43, his name is Josh. The struggle he has, and he's my fucking brother. Yeah, you know. So I think that's why Carson's story was so impactful yesterday. Like, to see somebody come out of it and be fucking successful. It's so impressive. Absolutely. And I don't know that when people come out of that, like, I see my brother Jake's old friends and like, oh, I got 10 years. Do you know how proud of yourself you should be? Like, these people that my brother would run around with and sell drugs with. Right. And to see that like they're clean and like functioning and have moved on, versus like this girl that he knew who still does fucking meth. Stuck in it. Yeah. But she does it recreationally, so it's not an issue for her. Yeah. Or whatever. Right. Yeah. That bitch showed up at my house that night that my brother shot himself. Strung the fuck out. Did you fucking kick her in her throat? No, I was too nice. Should've. Oh, fuck that. I know. She's like, oh, like totally like strung out, high. Here I am, like, Joseph wasn't home. I had my niece who lived with me at the time. She was 15 or 16, Angel. I had Ruby. I was 35 weeks pregnant. And this strung out chick shows up at my house because my brother shot himself. Like, do you think that I need to be supporting you right now?
Yeah.
This is your fucking fault. It's not her fault because, you know, Jake made his own choices, but still.
She didn't help.
No, she didn't. I hope that she's been able to forgive herself, because hopefully she doesn't hold that responsibility, because really, like, Jake made those choices.
Yeah.
But still.
Well, and I think that's the problem with people is they hang on to the past. Mm-hmm. They allow their past fuck ups, their past mistakes to define who they are.
Yeah.
And they can never let that shit go. And that's where that victim mentality comes in. I'm never going to be good enough. It's always this, you know, that victim you're holding yourself back.
Yeah.
We are our own worst enemies when we play that role. Because then that's all you see yourself as.
Yeah.
So.
I agree.
Well, I didn't mean to pull your heartstrings with that one, but
oh, if anybody ever asks me my brother, it's like instant tears.
Yeah.
I cry all the fucking time anyway.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah. It's good to cry.
Yeah.
It's
I know.
good to cry.
And I tell my family that, my boys that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like, if somebody makes fun of you
I
for
don't
crying,
fucking cry because you're a pussy if you do, but whatever. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just totally kidding. I've cried a few times. It's inside.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
But we should end it. You got to go get your haircut.
I do. Got to go see Carson.
Big Daddy Barber.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.